The Professional Nursing Peer Award. The recipient must consistently demonstrate compassionate care, strong ethical values, lifelong learning, accountability, responsibility, flexibility, teamwork, and collaboration. The recipient for the Professional Nursing Peer Award is Brittany Levy. The Nursing Leadership Award. This recipient must demonstrate excellent leadership abilities, dedicated to learning and willing to help others. The recipient for the Nursing Leadership Award is Blake Bayer. The Christian Caring Peer Award. This recipient must demonstrate the following qualities: provides nursing care in the tradition of the master healer, values individuals as person made in God's image, gives compassionate care as a response to the understanding God's love and grace toward humanity, fosters optimum health, restoration, and quality of life in suffering and dying, and provides service in which God's divine spirit is revealed. The recipient for the Nursing Leadership Award is Sophie Kochman. The Clinical Excellence Award. The faculty member selected must demonstrate these qualities: trustworthy. Being trustworthy means displaying professionalism, resulting in creating meaningful and enduring relationships. Innovative. Being innovative involves creatively adapting actions and responses to advance the level of service being provided. Caring. Caring is demonstrating concern and compassion for others. Competent. Being competent is the commitment and ability to perform specific job functions based on established standards of practice. Collaborative. Being collaborative means patients and customers benefit most when our employees, physicians, and others cooperate in a team effort. The Clinical Excellence Award recipient is Bill Fry.
Hello, my name is Lisa Huber, and I have the privilege of presenting the 2020 Faculty Excellence Award. The faculty member selected by the class of 2020 must demonstrate the following qualities. They must be trustworthy, meaning displaying professionalism resulting in creating meaningful and enduring relationships. The faculty member must be innovative. Being innovative involves creating adaptive actions and responses to advance the level of service being provided. The faculty member must also be caring by demonstrating concern and compassion for others. They must be competent by being committed and having the ability to perform specific job functions based on established standards of practice. And finally, they must be collaborative. And being collaborative means patients and customers will benefit most when our employees, physicians, and others cooperate in a team effort. The Faculty Excellence Award winner for the class of 2020 is Ashley Barnett. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, Ashley was not able to be here when I presented this award. However, she will be very, very excited to hear that she has won this award. Thank you.
It gives me a great honor to present the Mae Vaughn Nursing Excellence Award to Dr. Patricia Jones, who does not only exhibit the academic attributes of past recipients, but whose life has demonstrated personal characteristics of Mae. Passion for the transformation of lives through education, research, and practice. Vision for the improvement of future of nursing and nursing education. commitment and supportive mentorship to colleagues, faculty, and anyone who interacted with her. Humanitarian, who exhibits compassion towards those in need, including students and her brothers and sisters in the mission field. Dr. Jones has demonstrated each one of these characteristics from the beginning of her nursing career as a teenage worker in a small hospital in Newfoundland in Canada where she was born. And to this day, when she's serving as an associate director in the Department of Health Minister, the Department of Health in the Department of Health Ministries at the General Conference of the Seventh-day Adventists, overseeing nursing education for the global church. Her vision to improve education, patients, caregivers' outcome is modeled through different scholarly activities, including pioneer nursing leader in the Philippines, Hong Kong, Singapore, East and Southeast Asian countries, and for over 30 years of service in Loma Linda University, where she taught, and where I had the opportunity of meeting Dr. Jones. I am one of the many grateful nursing educators that were empowered by Dr. Jones' intentional efforts to provide nurses around the world with resources, opportunity, and training that would allow them to catch God's vision and mission for faith-based nursing ministry and our unique role in collaborating with Jesus Christ, the great physician, who is ultimately the source of healing. In December of 2000, I had a great opportunity to see this in action, supportive mentorship. Dr. Jones connected nurses from Central and South America for a great energizing meeting in Foz do Iguaçu, near the border of Paraguay and Argentina and Brazil. Nursing educators left that meeting truly empowered, energized, and connected, feeling that they were part of something greater and ready to face the challenges in their country of origin. Now I would like to shift from the personal characteristics of Anna Mae to the scholarly that others who have received that award, this award has exhibited. Trustworthy, innovative, caring, competent, collaborative. Again, Dr. Jones has consistently demonstrated that throughout her life. Personally, her devotion to her husband and daughters and to nursing. I would like to highlight a couple of ways that I see Dr. Jones has exhibited these characteristics. She designed a adaptability conceptual model that has provided framework for supporting caregivers' health around the globe. And she's been instrumental in putting together, in collaboration with others, and developing the global model for nursing education and practice for Adventist nurses. Caring, competent, and collaborative, I think of your recent project, Dr. Jones, that is coming to a close, where you're working in collaboration with the Adventist Church, Loma Linda University, and the WHO in promoting maternal and infant health and reducing mortality through better midwifery education in 4 sub-Saharan African countries. These are just little samples of ways that you have blessed the nursing community and the world. And I'd like to end my tribute to you saying thank you on behalf of nurses from all over the world for what you've done and continue to do for us. So without further ado, it is my honor to present Dr. Jones with the Anna Mae Vaughn Award for 2020. Thank you, Dr. Jones, on behalf of Kettering College Division of Nursing.
Thank you, Adelaide. It is my privilege, my deep honor to accept this award from Kettering College. you are an example of the kind of meaningful efforts that that my career has given me, is to impact promising Adventist nurses like yourself. I have been privileged to serve in many countries, and I have a great deal of satisfaction from knowing that people like you are continuing to develop Adventist nurses who are maintaining the legacy of Adventist nursing. I'm deeply grateful to Kettering College for this award, and I have not personally known Mae Vaughn, but I have known of her for many years, and I am deeply honored to be a recipient of the Mae Vaughn Award. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And we're looking forward to our continued collaboration with you. Thank you.
This next award, we do not give in nursing every year. We find somebody who's very deserving of this award and give it to them because all of the nursing department feels that this person has served the nursing department above and beyond what is expected of anyone at the college. This year, our recipient, I asked the nursing department to give me reasons why this person should get the award, and I want to read one of those. Larry is the epitome of a servant leader. He is so kind and goes out of his way continually to see how he can make others live better. There are so many instances when I have seen him come down the hall and poke his head in someone's office just to say hi and ask if they are okay and need anything from him. And then there was the big move of the nursing faculty to the administration building. I don't know how he kept it all together, but he listened attentively to each faculty and staff and made that process go so smoothly as possible, so that our new home would be comfortable and have everything we needed. In his quiet manner, Larry exhibits the love of Jesus to everyone he encounters. Jeannie Steiners said that. I have recently come back into the nursing department, but I have known Larry for many years and love him with all my heart. He has not only done great things at the college, but he has done things for people that he doesn't even know that he's done. The nursing department has told me many, many times individually that they don't know how he has the patience, that he has to have the patience of a saint, because they had all these demands. I want my desk over here, I want the light over here, I want this over here, I want my chair over here, and he did all of it. And he's done that for me. Last year when I had to move my office at the last minute, didn't even know I was going to have to move, and he just, let's do it. Here's a chair, here's a desk, what do you need? What can I do to help? That's Larry. And I bet, even though I didn't know him when he was younger, I bet he's done that all his life. I asked him to write a little biography about himself, and of course, most of it was a biography of other people, not an autobiography. He did say that he was released from the U.S. Navy and Marines. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. In 1970, where he served as a hospital corpsman. He started his rad tech education at Fullerton Junior College in 1972 and began to look for a job in Ohio, where his Beneke family had roots in 1974. And he said Kettering was the only Dayton area hospital that offered He arrived at the hospital at the radiology department in 1974 as a newly graduated ARRT, which is kind of like RRN, with a young family. Dr. Schaffner was the president of Kettering at the time. And he also learned at that time, that back then, there was no digital imaging, which we have now, the CR imaging, ultrasound, CT, or MRI. There wasn't hardly any of that. And the nuclear medicine department was located in the radiation department. The north wing of the hospital was in its final stages of construction. He worked with many different people, and many of them I know too, like Merrill Peterson, who I know very well. And he was introduced to the educational part of the hospital and moved there in 1986. He doesn't say in his autobiography that he became the chair of the department, but he was for many years. He helped plan and coordinate the new Moonshot building that we have, and he did a lot of the moving of people from one place to another at that time as well. He retired from teaching in 2011, but he still works part-time, and probably more than part-time, as the facilities coordinator here at the college. He has a whole list of people he would love to thank, but we're not here to thank them, we're here to thank him. And I know one person that if not person, but animal that if I could have brought him, I would, really would like to thank him. I want to show you this beautiful carving because Larry made this carving. He's a great woodworker. And this is my dog, Ike, who is a therapy dog, who loves Larry, and Larry loves Ike. This year, I'd like to present our service award to Larry Benton. Congratulations. At Kettering Health Network, we see our work as a sacred calling and consider it our highest joy to ease the burden of suffering for those in our care. Sacred work is the expression of God's love through the work we do every day whenever we meet a need with kindness and compassion. Our commitment is to provide exceptional care, every patient, every time, everywhere. Seeing our work as sacred reminds us that each of us has the power to impact someone's life with kindness, respect, and a listening presence. When we use our knowledge and skills in this way, we care for the whole person, body, mind, and spirit. In return, we experience the joy of serving others from our heart. Kettering Health Network presents Call to Care Awards to graduating nursing students who best exemplify the inherent nature of nursing. Students are identified by demonstrating a commitment to provide excellent care to every patient, every time, everywhere, exhibiting a knowledge and skill set that cared for the whole person, mind, body, and spirit, executing a genuine character of compassion, respect, integrated to all those who interact with during their course of work, valuing a faith-based healthcare organization that sees daily work in patient care as a sacred calling, finding meaningful purpose to extend a healing ministry dedicated to easing pain and suffering for all those in need, communicating clearly to patients and patients' families with a sense of understanding and empathy, integrating adaptability and resourcefulness in daily practice, incorporating honesty in all and striving to do the right thing in every situation, As the acknowledgement of the great work and effort put forth, Kettering Health Network recognizes students with a KHN Call to Care statuette engraved with the recipient's name and a check amount. We are thankful for extending God's healing in hand through nursing. And the recipient of that award this year is Laura Capper. Congratulations.
Matthew 25:34-40. Then the king will say to those on his right hand, "Come, you blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me." Then the righteous will answer him, saying, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you drink? When did we see you a stranger and take you in, or naked and clothe you? Or when did we see you sick or in prison and come to you?" And the king will answer and say to them, "Assuredly I say to you, inasmuch as you did it to one of the least of these my brethren, you did it to me."
Welcome, Dr. Jones. We thank you for your commitment to serve and to the Adventist Church. I want to talk a little bit about Dr. Jones. She's a wonderful, wonderful person and has a great background. Dr. Patricia Jones is a distinguished emeritus professor of nursing at Loma Linda University, where she served and taught from 1987 to 2017. She is currently Associate Director in the Department of Health Ministries at the General Conference of Seventh-day Adventists, overseeing nursing education in the global church. Dr. Jones has been committed to global nursing education from an early age. Born and raised in Newfoundland, Canada, she worked as a teenager in a small hospital serving a wide rural population. Her desire for a university education in nursing took her to Ontario and then to the U.S., where she earned a bachelor's degree in nursing from Walla Walla College. That same drive motivated her to pursue graduate education and ultimately earning 2 master's degrees in education and in nursing and a PhD from Vanderbilt University in 1977. Dr. Jones has nurtured and shared this expertise in multiple settings as an educator and an educational administrator. In 1967, she founded the School of Nursing in Hong Kong Adventist Hospital, going on to later develop and direct the graduate program in nursing at Philippine Union College, now Adventist University of the Philippines. From 1985 to 1987, she served as Associate Director of the Department of Health and the Department of Education in the Far East Division of the Seventh-day Adventists in Singapore, guiding nursing education and practice across East and Southeast Asia. Throughout this period, she continued to be an active scholar. Her adaptability conceptual model as a framework for nursing, originally published in 1978, and subsequent models have influenced nursing education and caregiving around the world. Her funded research and publications on family caregiving across cultural and diverse populations, including Asia Americans, is widely referenced in healthcare literature, particularly her focus on promoting positive health outcomes in family caregivers. Undergirding her intellectual and professional passions is the belief that caring and resilience can improve health outcomes for patients and caregivers alike globally. In her position as Associate Director of Health Ministries, Dr. Jones is currently concluding a 5-year collaborative project between the General Conference, Loma Linda University, and the World Health Organization designed to reduce maternal and infant mortality by improving the quality of midwifery education in 4 sub-Saharan African countries. The project has involved nursing and midwifery educators in Africa, North America, Europe, and Latin America. Dr. Jones established the first SDA program in global nursing in 1994 at Loma Linda University, directing it until 2017. It was founded on the principle that increasing access to education can empower nurse educators around the world to promote health and well-being, a core value of the Adventist Health Mission. Strengthening the impact of nursing on health of all human beings inspires her commitment and ongoing efforts to see this vision fulfilled. We welcome Dr. Jones.
Hello and congratulations, nursing class of 2020. It's a pleasure to be with you virtually and in spirit on this important occasion. Today you are joining a large group of professional nurses who, like you, have learned to view nursing as a sacred calling. You see, Kettering College is one of 75 schools of nursing around the world that share the same values. And I'm privileged to bring you greetings from these sister institutions all over the globe. As students at Kettering College, you have inherited two distinct legacies: the Kettering legacy and the legacy of Adventist nursing. From these two legacies, you have been blessed with values and qualities that will empower you to become outstanding nurses. Nurses the world needs at this momentous time in history. The story of Adventist nursing education is an amazing one. It was founded by doctors and nurses who were determined to prepare Nightingale quality nurses in North America and subsequently around the world. The first Adventist School of Nursing opened in 1883 and became at that time the fourth school of nursing in the United States based on Nightingale principles. The founders were committed to producing nurses who would give excellent care and become leaders and pioneers. But above all, the graduates were to view their role as continuing the healing ministry of Jesus Christ as they strived to restore health and well-being in fellow human beings. So, for 137 years now, graduates of Adventist nursing education have been recognized for their excellence, their dedication, and their sense of mission. The legacy of Charles F. Kettering and ultimately Kettering Medical Center and Kettering College is another amazing story, one that is known for excellence in innovation. When Eugene and Virginia Kettering observed the care that polio victims were receiving at Hinsdale Sanitarium and Hospital in Chicago in the 1950s, they witnessed not only excellent care, but a level of innovation that was unique for that time in history. The positive results of hydrotherapy and exercise in treating the debilitating effects of polio impressed them greatly. Along with the innovation, they recognized the dedication of bedside nursing that reflected the love for suffering humanity that Jesus demonstrated when he was on earth. Today, We are at a critical time in history when innovation is again urgently needed. The world needs change. Old perspectives and understandings need to be examined and, where necessary, changed. But change is hard and slow. It often takes a major event or life experience to open hearts and minds to new ways of thinking. Innovation also requires courage. Courage to change ourselves in order to bring about change in the world. Courage also to pursue a goal of service with justice and equity for all. 1961 was an exciting time of innovation in the United States. John F. Kennedy, newly elected president of the country, convinced Congress and his fellow citizens to accept the challenge of putting a man on the moon before that decade ended. While this was fascinating and intriguing, there was a big problem. The technology didn't exist for this to happen. The country was not prepared, and there were only 9 years left until the goal of time would be upon them. But President Kennedy was convinced that the world of space should be dominated by a power that believes in freedom, and he felt it was urgent. So the engineers pushed forward, and even when some experiments failed, their determination and their courage grew. 8 years later, when Neil Armstrong stepped out of the spacecraft onto the surface of the moon and said, "One small step for man, one giant step for mankind," the whole world watched with amazement, and life on planet Earth was changed forever. When the project began, one computer occupied a whole room. Now, as you know, it is in a microchip in your smartphone. Just one piece of evidence of the amount of change. Global communication, even video communication, as we are doing right now, is possible. More importantly, though, no longer do humans see themselves as citizens only of planet Earth, but of the universe created by a Heavenly Father. When, with man standing on the moon, on the threshold of the cosmos, we realize that with the all-powerful God who created us, all things are possible. Also in 1961, the ground was broken in Dayton, Ohio, for construction of Kettering Medical Center. Eugene Kettering, in keeping with his father's legacy, envisioned Kettering Medical Center and Kettering College, which would follow, becoming places where innovations in healthcare and education would thrive. He dreamed of creating a healthcare facility that would demonstrate the values and qualities he'd observed at Hinsdale Sanitarium and Hospital, and it would go even beyond that. Kettering Medical Center would become a leader in health care, not only in Ohio, but in the whole country. I'm happy to say that that vision has not changed, has not weakened, and today Kettering College, Kettering Medical Center, and the entire Kettering Health Network strive to produce healthcare professionals who are not only dedicated to the care of the sick, but who are innovative in their approach. In this time of crisis in healthcare, innovation and change are imperative, not only in North America, but around the world. It is essential that healthcare professionals learn to work together more collaboratively. At Kettering College, all departments view interprofessional education as core and are poised for action. The newly established Interprofessional Simulation Laboratory in the Nursing Division is ready. The faculty in the various healthcare programs are ready, and the medical practitioners in Kettering Medical Center are all well positioned to demonstrate to the world how interprofessional education of healthcare professionals can be done effectively. I'm personally looking forward to seeing this develop. Kettering College has long had the value of service. Dr. Winton Bevan and Director Mae Vaughn knew that a cross-cultural experience of serving in a third world context could be transformative. That is, it can change the hearts and minds of young students. And so they developed the Honors Service Learning course, which has been a feature of Kettering College curriculum from early on. And it has proven and continues to be a transforming experience. For more than 130 years, graduates from Adventist schools of nursing have gone to remote areas of the world to serve with two goals. The first, to share the good news of the gospel, but also to provide health care where it was not yet available. The legacy of their self-sacrificing service is reported in a book called Mission of Love by Dr. Muriel Chapman. Sacred Scripture tells us about the significance and the reward of this kind of service in Matthew 25, verses 34 to 40. I'm reading from the New King James Version. Come, you blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you gave me clothing. I was sick, and you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me. Then the righteous will answer him, Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you a drink? When did we see you a stranger and take you in, or naked and clothe you? Or when did we see you sick or in prison and come to you? And the king will answer them, Assuredly I say to you, Inasmuch as you did it to one of the least of these, my brethren, you did it to me. In closing, I leave you with just 4 points to remember. First of all, I encourage you to view each one of your patients as an opportunity to minister to your Heavenly Father, as we just read in Matthew 25. I encourage you to accept that nursing is a sacred calling and that it requires dedication and a commitment to service. Number 3, I encourage you to embrace your dual legacy as nursing graduates of Kettering College. Let them shine and influence your life. I encourage you to strive for excellence and innovation as if you were trying to reach the moon. May God richly bless each one of you as you go forth to serve humanity with a sense of mission, courage, and love.